Hey up YouTube, welcome to another video on my low-cost turbo kit car. It's 12th of October. There's a video going live tomorrow on my channel about installing a short shifter on the car, and within that I ask a few opinions and comments about the crunching that I've got going down from 5th gear into 4th gear. I asked for some advice on that and whether you think I should take the engine out or have the gearbox looked at, or whether it's the clutch or whatever. I think I've done everything I can really to try and play with that while it's in the car, so I'm just going to take the engine out. It's October anyway, it won't take me long.
Something very familiar about all this.
And see how quick we can get a CE18 out of a kit car. The only things I have done, bonnet is up there, nose cone is down there, the engine crane is built up and ready. Everything is still on the car, turbo, manifold, all the engine mounts are still bolted up, alternator, fuel lines, water pipes, etc. The only thing I have done is it's on axle stands at the front to support it, and I have dropped the coolant, which is down there, which you may be able to see. So I've removed this one water hose and dropped the coolant, because obviously that takes a bit of time. But apart from that, everything else is exactly done. I can't use a compressor because it makes too much noise. I'm just going at it with Halford's hand tools, all the stuff up there, and we'll see how long it takes. So it were 57 minutes or something by the time I've actually got it on the stand, but I don't really know what I'm looking at when it's all bolted up. Ignore these scratches, I've done that while I've been taking it out. I'll get these clutch bolts off and we'll examine inside. Flywheel examination. Lots of scratches and scuffs on it which weren't there anymore, and everything's covered in this rusty dust, which is weird. But if we look at the clutch itself, it was in the right way, so that's good. If we look at the plate itself, it looks like everything on the inside edge hasn't been touching, as though it's not being flat or something. Is that a thing? Is it possible for a clutch not to be flat? And then the other side looks okay. That one's not worn. All the other ones look, that was a bit worn. All the other ones look alright. No signs of damage to the actual clutch itself. So what are we saying? Do we think it's a clutch thing? Does the fact those aren't worn down mean anything to anyone? If we have a look at the pressure plate, which again was brand new, a lot of scratches on it. Don't know if that's a bad thing or not. Again, all this rusty shit from somewhere. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Don't know where that's from. And then, like I said, the flywheel, all this rusty shit everywhere. And it has been skimmed when they had the clutch. So if it's been skimmed, does that mean the release bearing isn't releasing it enough? Is that a thing? So if we move on to the release bearing itself, moves freely. off and have a look. Release bearing then. Not knacked, not loose, not rattly. Installed correctly. I might get a new one anyway. Just says coil. Whatever that means. And Japan, reassuring. But that feels okay, so I don't think it's that. The fork's alright, there's nothing wrong with the fork. Do I get the gearbox out? Just for the sake of taking it out so it can be checked. What are we thinking then? Clutch, flywheel. Clutch looks okay, apart from all that rusty crap everywhere. Flywheel looks alright, although it is a bit scratched and marked. I think probably replacing the flywheel is the best option. It's certainly, to be honest, the cheapest. It's 170 quid or something, not a lot of money. I think I'm going to take the gearbox out and take that over to the transmission place and get them to have another look at it, because that's not free, but it means I don't have to start taking stuff off if there isn't a problem with something. I know that's not really a conclusion. I'll end this video there and we'll have a part 2 in a few weeks when I've got everything back and people that know way more than me have told me what's actually wrong with stuff. So that's the end of this one. Another saga in the low-cost turbo kit car. But these things are sent to triers, and to be honest, I've quite enjoyed taking the engine out against the clock. So I will see you in the next one. Give the video a like, subscribe if you're not already. At the very least, you'll get another video of this going back together and going back in. See you on the next one. Tra!